Welcome to ABC Interactive English. Hello everyone, I'm Mike.
Hi, I'm Rainbow.
And we're back with Part C, our final day of going to the drugstore. In Part A, remember Robert was getting a prescription filled. In Part B, Emily had a weird rash that she got some cream for. And in Part C, we are taking care of a cut. Now this is a little strange, I guess just because normally a lot of things you might use to take care of a cut when you hurt yourself, maybe you're cutting things in the kitchen with a knife and you cut through your skin and blood's going everywhere. Normally you wouldn't go to the drugstore. You might go to the bathroom and use things you have at home, or if it's really serious, you would rush to a hospital where they can close it for you. But I guess if you don't have the right things at home and it's not serious, you could go to a drugstore to buy the things you need to stop yourself from, losing blood, because losing blood is bad. Keep the blood in your body. Don't let it out of your body. Now, Rainbow, you had a strange cut, right? You cut your chin.
Yeah, I really did not know what to do with that, and there was a lot of blood.
You can't really see it,
and I was like holding it, so I kind of tried to use some tissue or like some gauze or whatever.
Something to stop the bleeding, stop the blood.
And it just didn't stop, and so I took a shower and then I put some aloe on it and then I went to bed.
Okay.
So in the morning when I woke up, blood had not stopped bleeding.
Right.
So my entire neck was
God.
with dried blood.
Oh, it's a horror movie.
It was. But thankfully,
why didn't you put like a bandage on it, something to stop, sticky to stop the blood there?
I do not have one.
Oh, well, you should go to the drugstore, clearly.
It was very late at night.
Okay.
But then thankfully, I cleaned everything and found that the cut was quite small itself.
Oh, okay. It's true. Sometimes you get a little cut, like if you cut your head, it makes a lot of blood, but it's not really bad. It's just hard to stop from bleeding. Normally, when I cut myself, I'm cutting vegetables and I'm busy or not thinking, and whoops, I cut into my finger. And that can, but I, of course, in the bathroom, I just have to run to the bathroom and get something to wrap it up with. But if you don't have those things at home, or it's a very special, deep, or weird cut, you might go to the drugstore. So let's find out what happened in Part C and who is taking care of a cut. A pharmacist is looking at Timothy's hand.
It's a good thing the clerk had me come and look at this.
Is it bad? Am I going to lose my thumb?
No, but you might if you don't take care of your cut.
Well, I washed it out with soap and water before I stopped the bleeding.
Okay, as we mentioned, we're taking care of a cut. And a cut is, yes, when you've used a knife or something sharp, you've broken through the skin, often of your hand or another part of your body, maybe, and blood is coming out, and this is not good. As I said, blood should stay in your body and not come out. So what's going on here? It says a pharmacist is looking at Timothy's hand. Timothy is the guy who did something silly and cut himself, probably more than just a little bit. And that's why he's at the pharmacist to get help. He wants to stop bleeding, please.
The pharmacist says, it's a good thing the clerk had me come and look at this.
Oh, wow. Okay, so Timothy saw another worker in the drugstore. The clerk, that's just a person who keeps the store clean and helps customers. But the clerk said, ooh, that looks serious. You should talk to the pharmacist. And that's why the pharmacist is there now. Timothy is a little worried. He doesn't know what's going on, except I did something dumb and I'm bleeding. So he has this very good question. Is it bad? Is it serious? Is this a big problem? Am I going to lose my thumb? Are they going to have to cut off my thumb? Am I going to have a problem for the rest of my life because of this? Because of course, cutting off your thumb and only having these fingers would make it hard to do a lot of things. If Timothy's a tennis player, he will no longer be a tennis player, for example, if he loses his thumb.
Yeah, and to lose means something you cannot find anymore. Now, if it was your finger, maybe you can find it. It's just not on your hand anymore. So when we lose something, normally we would be talking about maybe our keys. Maybe our glasses.
Sure.
Something that we use very often, but we don't know where it is because we put it somewhere and we cannot find it.
That's right. But of course, when we're talking about our bodies, you don't just wake up with no thumb. Hey, where's my thumb gone? I can't find it. When we're talking about our bodies in a hospital with a doctor, if they say you will lose this, it means they will have to cut it off to save your life. There are certain diseases like diabetes, and if it gets really bad, they might have to cut off your feet or your legs. If they don't, you could die. And back in the old days, if people got injuries, it might turn black and start to smell. That could lead to poison all through your blood, which could kill you. So they would cut off your arm to get rid of the poison. You would lose your arm, lose your leg. If you have an injury, you might lose your eye. You're not looking for it. It means they had to take it out. It was hurt. It will no longer work. You will have to live without it. And of course, you really don't want to, especially Timothy doesn't want to lose his thumbs, because these are your thumbs. They are very, very helpful. Some people would call them fingers, but other people would say, no, these are your 8 fingers, these are your 2 thumbs, because they're a little bit different. Of course, thumbs can work with all of your fingers. They are very important and useful for picking things up, for holding things, for doing little things like writing, using chopsticks, of course. You need to use your thumbs. So yeah, you don't want to have your thumbs cut off or, get taken away. You don't want to lose your thumbs. But the pharmacist is trying to calm Timothy down. It's just a cut. He probably won't have to lose his thumbs. Probably.
Hopefully. No, the pharmacist says, but you might if you don't take care of your cut.
Aha, so he could still lose his thumbs if he doesn't take care of his cut. Do the right things. Follow all of the doctor or the pharmacist's advice to make sure it starts to heal. Well, Timothy explains what he has done already, probably at home, right after he cut himself. He says, well, I washed it out with soap and water before I stopped the bleeding. That is a good idea, especially if you're using cold water. That will help to stop the bleeding faster than using warm or hot water.
That's right. Soap. This is something that you use to wash your hands. Some people use it to wash their body. There's even some soap you can use to wash your hair. Basically, it makes whatever you're washing clean, and it is made out of something like, what is it made out of? Some kind of fat?
Fat or oil, yeah, that can kind of break through the bacteria and dirt. And often, of course, now they add nice smells. Oils and of course nice smells to it. Make your hands clean and smell good. So yes, if you're dirty, if you're smelly, or if you want to get rid of bacteria or viruses, you should wash your hands quite carefully. And if you're bleeding, washing your hands or washing the area that you were cut will stop the bacteria from getting in or kill the bacteria that is there. Because bleeding is when there is a hole, a cut, some opening in your body, and blood is coming out. Blood, of course, runs all through our body. It's pumped by our hearts. It carries oxygen and other nutrients. It keeps us alive. And if you are having blood leaving your body, maybe you hit your nose and it's coming out, maybe you cut yourself, maybe you brushed your teeth and your teeth aren't healthy and there's, red liquid, this blood is coming out. That is bleeding. You are bleeding. To bleed would be the verb for blood coming out or the act of blood coming out. Hey, what's that from your nose? You're bleeding. Blood is coming out. Not good. Blood in, good. Blood out, not good. Let's take a break.
That was very smart of you. Now, I'm going to send you home with a special liquid and some bandages.
What does the liquid do?
You use it on your cut to kill off germs.
I like the sound of that.
All right, so Timothy was doing something at home, maybe cooking, cutting things with something sharp. He cut into his thumb, ow, and blood came out. He is bleeding. Before he came to the pharmacist, remember, he did some smart things. He washed the area with soap and water, and that will keep it clean, but blood is still coming out. He's still bleeding. But when he explains to the pharmacist what he did, the pharmacist seems quite happy with his actions. He did a good thing.
Pharmacist says, that was very smart of you. Good job. Now I'm going to send you home with a special liquid and some bandages.
Okay,
so we don't have to cut off anything.
No, I think he will be able to keep both of his thumbs, which is, of course, good, like really good. Not just half good. Yes, he will go home with a liquid and some bandages. What is a liquid?
It's something that flows, like water or like blood or certain types of medicine, or it could be drinks that you drink into your body. A liquid refers to that texture of that water that you can use, but it could really be anything, really.
It could be a lot of different things, absolutely. There's basically things can be three ways. They can be hard, they can be solid, they can be a gas like air or smoke or oxygen, or they can be in between, liquid. So water would be a liquid, ice would be a solid, but of course, this is a liquid. It will probably come in a bottle of some kind, and it will come out in drops or things like that. A liquid, Timothy has questions like I do. What does the liquid do? Is this coffee? Is this chocolate milk? Is this iced tea? What am I doing with this liquid?
You use it on your cut to kill off germs.
Okay. So it's probably what we would call an antibiotic liquid. It will kill bacteria so that the wound won't get dirty. He won't have to keep washing it. He can use this magic liquid, not really magic, but it will kill off anything dirty that might make him sick. And he says, cool. No, he says, I like the sound of that, which means cool. Basically, I like what I'm hearing. I'm happy to hear this. This is good news to me. I'll keep my thumbs. Of course, he'll keep it wrapped up for a few days until the skin closes over it, and he will be just fine as long as he stays away from sharp knives or learns how to use them a little bit better in the future.
Agreed.
So don't cut yourself. Keep your blood inside your body. Keep all your body parts if you can.
Be safe.
But if you have any problems, the pharmacy is a good place to go. There's lots of smart, helpful people there with wonderful things to help you get back to full health. And we wish you full health and all the best. Take care of yourselves, your body, your blood, each other, and bye-bye.
Bye.
A pharmacist is looking at Timothy's hand.
It's a good thing the clerk had me come and look at this.
Is it bad? Am I going to lose my thumb?
No, but you might if you don't take care of your cut.
Well, I washed it out with soap and water before I stopped the bleeding.
That was very smart of you. Now, I'm going to send you home with a special liquid and some bandages.
What does the liquid do?
You use it on your cut to kill off germs.
I like the sound of that.
Hello, I'm Tina. 我们来看这一课的重点单字。第一个 lose， 动词失去，它的三态是 lose, lost, lost。The girl lost her mother during the war. 战争期间，这位女孩失去了她的母亲。下一个单字 thumb， 名词拇指。Katie accidentally hit her thumb with her hammer. Katie 不小心用锤子打到了自己的拇指。Accidentally 指的是不小心的、意外的。下一个单字 soap， 名词肥皂。The kids washed their hands with soap and water. 这些孩子用肥皂和水洗手。最后一个单字 liquid， 名词液体。Tony poured the liquid into a measuring cup. Tony 将液体倒进了量杯里。Pour 指的是倒灌 ，measuring cup 指的是量杯。接着我们来看重点文法。第一个 wash something out， 清洗、冲洗某物。我们来看看这个例句 ：Fiona washed the paintbrushes out after class。下课后 ，Fiona 清洗了画笔。下一个文法 kill off something， 杀光、消灭某物。我们来看看这个例句。The pesticide killed off all the insects in the garden. 这种杀虫剂杀光了花园里的所有昆虫。Pesticide 指的是杀虫剂。最后一个文法 I like the sound of that. 听起来很不错。The sound of something 表示某事物给人的印象、感觉。我们来看看这个对话。Let's go for a hike this weekend. 周末我们去健行吧。I like the sound of that. 听起来很不错。以上就是这一课的重点单词跟文法，我们下一课再见，拜拜。
Here's how to play. The host will be holding 3 cards. Each card will have 2 sentences containing a secret vocabulary word or phrase that has been replaced by the word bear. The host will read the sentences out loud for the contestants to guess. Whoever guesses first gets a point. The person with the most points wins. And you can play along too.
Hi everyone, I'm Kiki.
I'm Steven.
I'm Carolyn. All right, let's get started with our game.
Yes.
Okay, are you guys ready?
Yeah. Always.
All right, the first one is a noun. Okay, Grandpa grows a lot of bears in his yard. Jason's least favorite bear is the banana.
Vegetable. Fruit.
Please skip that one. Okay, I'm sorry. I heard Carolyn first.
I was just louder.
You were just louder, but you were first. Okay, so we'll give that one to you. And banana is indeed a fruit.
Yes.
Okay, so the sentence is, Grandpa grows a lot of fruits in his yard. Jason's least favorite fruit is the banana. Okay?
Mine was stuck on vegetable.
Yes. Okay. All right. Okay, let's get ready for the second one.
Okay.
Okay. The second one is an adverb. Okay. Della Bear goes to the beach because she doesn't like sand. Emma is bear on time. She's almost always late.
Barely.
Never.
Della Bear goes to the beach because she doesn't like sand. Emma is bear on time. She's almost always late.
Never.
Seldom.
Is that right?
That's right.
Oh!
Carolyn, 2 points. Okay.
It could have been never. Can you read it again?
Yes. Okay. Della seldom goes to the beach because she doesn't like sand.
Could have been never.
Emma is seldom on time.
Could have been never.
She's almost always late. She's not never.
Fine.
Okay. Okay. Stephen, take this seriously. Last one.
Okay.
Phrase, 2 words. Ready?
Yes.
Okay. This study bears bare a certain kind of frog. Mark wants to bear writing his book without being distracted.
Focus on.
Good job, Carolyn. That's 3
You're
for 3.
on a roll. My brain wasn't even working.
Okay, so the phrase in the sentence is, this study focuses on a certain kind of frog. Mark wants to focus on writing his book without being distracted. Good job,
Good job, Carolyn.
3 for 3.
Yeah.
Next time.
Next time.
Oh, good.